deep perfection of God. The deep perfection of God that is within. Is a stranger to the identity that speaks loudest and speaks first. A stranger, have never met. They have never been able to meet and will never meet. When the ego is finally dismissed, it has had no relationship with the truth of God. It has been a secret upside down, made up identity that has absolutely no connection with love. This is not an indictment of the life anyone has led. It's the realization that everyone's life that has been led has been a mistaken identity. And who is it that you would differ in that awareness? Who would you hold up to be the exception to that? Whose ideas, whose minds of the ego have impressed you or found you wanting more of that same life? Again, it isn't an indictment, but each beloved who begins the spiritual journey of remembering love has that awareness within and begins to see it in clarity as the light of truth shines deeper and deeper through. And a deeper and deeper realization comes that everything that you have known in the past was completely untrue. And when you begin to realize that it was untrue and is untrue, that's when you are accepting healing in a very new way, because you are not battling with the truth. You are realizing, wow, everything I thought I knew was upside down. Everything I thought I was fabricated. Thank God it wasn't the truth. The truth of your divine self is so astonishingly brilliant, as is all of creation, that you would never mistake one for the other. So brilliant, so pure, so perfect. And how could any thought come through that perfection that was of fear, of resistance, of rebellion, of knowing? The brilliance of your divine self would have no and has no purpose to fear, to made up identities, to proving worth. It's unreal. And it can be so easily transformed. It can be so easily transformed into love because you have the willingness within you. Everyone has the willingness within. It's only really rebellion, stubbornness, arrogance, and pride. Those things, those parts of the ego identity are so unkind and unconnected to anything that you truly are. Your divine self, brilliant, perfect, divine spirit, has no connection with that rebellion. But the no to love that acts out through control or refusal, whatever it happens to be, it absolutely means nothing. It has this game plan that's been in effect, and it has nothing of worth. And it really does nothing except make up a story of another life, another identity. And it can be quickly and easily surrendered. The question that would come would be, why would I settle for this? Why would I believe this untruth? Why would I want to dance with it? And your whole being begins to turn and realize, oh, I don't need to do this. I don't need to battle. I don't need to believe in something that is old and tired. Holding on to images and identities when you have so much power within you that can bring healing love through God's divine calling. Bring this healing love to all of humanity. Imagine your day, your today, without any judgment, without any figuring things out. Just the ease of this moment. Only love is real, and you are right there. Embrace it. Move toward it. Allow the yes to envelop you. Let the yes get as big as the universe so that you're sinking into the yes. Let it have you. It already does. It's just still dreaming of something else. You are already all that: love, brilliance, perfection. Every moment, just the question, why would I choose that when my brilliance is also my choice? Choosing the truth of love becomes easy when you laugh at the rebellion of knowing. Only love holds your brilliance. I was called to this hymn that is called Commitment, and it was one of the hymns that Jose received through his awakening, through his healing. Jose always had a very strong relationship with healing, and crystals became a conduit for him that he used very, very sacredly and beautifully. And this speaks to that, his relationship with the crystals. But this is also about commitment. And as you hear these words, here I stand in this commitment, and how important it is for every beloved in their spiritual journey to renew that inner commitment every day, because the ego is so vicious in its getting your attention, that the commitment is an essential place of strength that gets renewed so that it stays strong, stays in alignment. Here I stand, I am from the crystal, I am a child of God and a child of our Mother. Here I stand from the kingdom of the light. I am a crystal child. I am a child of purity. Here I stand from the kingdom of light. I am a child of justice. I am a child of mercy. Here I stand in the name of love. I am a child of compassion. I am a child of charity. Here I stand, and I want to affirm I am a crystal child. I am here to love. There is a power of awareness of here I stand. I stand because the strength of God has me able to stand. And I stand because I am committed. And that commitment runs through everything from the heavens to the earth and through into the earth, affirming I am the child of God. And I can't accept anything else. And that is the standing, that is the commitment. And it changes everything in your life, that commitment, because the ego's commitment is not only to pain and suffering, but it is to the self. It is to the getting of the self. And here, it's the realization that you have everything. You are everything. You are the child of God. You are the child of our mother. You are a child of purity, child of justice and mercy, child of compassion, a child of charity, a crystal child that is here to love. What can be more invigorating, more of an energy of being called to love itself and the declaration and the ownership of your true divine nature? Here I stand because I say yes. And the yes leads the way. Who is looking for this house? Who is looking for this house and comes into it here, encounters the Blessed Mother, and she gives you your heart. My always Blessed Mother, you know the ways of forgiveness for all of humanity to be free. You are the sovereign mother, the divine mother of God. I pray to you so contrite, and in my prayers I beg you for the holy light to shine forth, to show me the way. Here in this house there is everything that is the truth of God, allowing the truth of this path of love to lead the way, show the way to return home. Quem procurar esta casa, que aqui nela chegar, encontro com Virgem Maria, sua saúde ela dá. Minha sempre Virgem Maria, perdoai os filhos seus, vós como Mãe soberana, a divina Mãe de Deus. Eu peço-vos bem contrito, fazendo as minhas orações, peça a vossa santa luz, para iluminar o meu perdão. Aqui dentro desta casa, tem tudo que procurar, seguindo o bom caminho, fazer bem vai fazer mal. Another way of this prayer being in alignment with this moment, who is looking for this house, is the same thing as saying to renew that commitment in the everyday for yourself, for your ease, for your peace, for your connection, all for love, and affirming in that commitment your divine acceptance of all the beings that are always willing to guide you, always showing you the way. Awake a while. Awake a while. It does not have to be forever. Right now. One step upon the sky's soft skirt would be enough. Awake a while. Just one true moment of love will last for days. Rest all your elaborate plans and tactics about knowing the divine, for they are all just frozen spring buds, far, so far from summer's divine gold. Awake, my dear, be kind in your sleeping heart. Take it out into the vast fields of light and let your heart breathe. Say, love, give me back my wings, lift me nearer. Say to the sun and the moon, say to our dear friend, I will take you up now, beloved, on that wonderful dance that you promised. Awake a while. Awake a while is asking you to accept awakening and to realize how there's no resemblance between the life of the ego and the life of love. And what Hafiz offers in this beautiful prayer is to realize that when you're not wanting to remember, you're selling yourself so short because you're settling for crumbs. And what love is offering is for you to be kind to your sleeping heart. Take it out into the vast fields of light and let it breathe. Is that possible? Absolutely. Absolutely. The mysteries of the universe that is of love is yours. There's nothing that you can't move and breathe and live through in the truth of love. And it's the opportunity to ask love, give me back my wings, lift me nearer. You can let your heart gush in this way. You can speak in these loving words that are dripping with light, and ask the divine to take you nearer, to give you your wings back. Stop at nothing. Let no ordinary rule that you have made of where you stay within your identity. Give me my wings back and let me come so near that I can feel the heat, the light. And teach me, dear God, not to be afraid anymore of melting into God. Take me, lift me nearer, and say to the sun and the moon, say to our dear friend, I will take you up now, my beloved, on that wonderful dance that you promised. Can you dance with God? Can you dance with all the divine beings? Can you dance with the light? Can you dance in the center of the moon? Yes. Yes. Just letting go. Awake now. Awake a while. It doesn't have to be forever, but allow yourself to let go and don't know. This is the secret. This is the total secret of remembering. I don't know. How many times a day do you have the opportunity to refuse your mind's ramblings and come home to I don't know, where God is waiting to meet you? It's a door, it's a passageway to the light of God. I don't know. Because in that I don't know, nothing that you knew goes with you, because it was all made up. It has nothing that needs to be held on to, kept, or listened to at all. Not one more time. I don't know. I don't know who I am, what anything means, how to look on this identity. How could I know? I don't know. And in that not knowing is the passageway, the doorway to wisdom, to truth, to awake a while, to no longer be impressed with self-thoughts, to no longer be mesmerized by the ramblings of the mind. I don't know. I don't know puts a blanket over the feverish thoughts of insanity that the mind keeps carrying about who you are and what you are and what you think is real. And it just can all just drop away. And then you can take your sleeping heart out into that vast field and let it breathe. Now, the ego that is the taskmaster says, well, that's pretty ridiculous, isn't it? Why would you take your heart out to let it breathe? Why would you not? Why wouldn't you accept that something so outrageous, to take your heart out and let it breathe, would be impossible for God? In this moment, God has all your chakras and just spinning them, because that's what's real. Holding you as the divine and all of your energy exquisiteness. Why not take your heart out and let it breathe? Let God show you. Let love take you through the I don't know. Don't run back to grab something that you think is going to impress some being. Oh, I want to show you what I thought up. No, leave it, let it go, and come empty into the not knowing and awake a while. Just one true moment of love will last for days. Let your heart breathe. Let your heart come out and breathe. And when your nervous system says, I am in reaction, no. The reactions of the past are old and tired, and they don't have to be obeyed anymore because they're being made up. Stand in the commitment of, I am the child of brilliance. I am the crystal child. There's nothing to react to. It's all coming from just the mind. And you choose peace, peace, love, or you choose reaction. And no, take your heart out and let it breathe for a while. And take your heart and offer it to each beloved that you believe you have reaction with, because there's nothing happening. There's only love. Dance with that love. Dance with the sun and the moon. You are the light of God. Awake a while. Don't believe that old voice anymore. When the voice of the ego speaks loudest and first, which it always does, and it loves to listen to its own voice, start whispering, I don't know. 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 I don't know who I am. I don't know what it means. I don't know how to look at anything. I don't know what it's for. I don't know. And eventually that voice that spoke loudest and first will stop, because nobody is paying attention. When the guest is no longer welcome, the guest will leave. Allow. Awake a while. Here we stand in the name of love, the name of all that is holy and all those that are holy.